Well, it's me just relaxing in a random parking lot, thinking about the meetup last night in Seattle and all the cool people I got to meet. So if you could take a few minutes to relax with me so I can take you over the highlights of the Seattle Flat Earth meetup. So we kind of started off the evening. There was Mark Sargent was called up, to give some words of encouragement and just talk to the crowd and all that. That was really cool to have Mark Sargent there, and because he was the first person I heard mention flat Earth in my adult life. So having him there was really cool. Once he was done, he called up Patricia, and she had an opportunity to speak with everybody, and everybody really enjoyed that. I'll tell you, Patricia walked in looking like $1 million, and that was to be expected. But geez, I was kind of stunned when she walked in. Like, wow, okay. So moving along. Then after Patricia was done, Dave took the mic and just talked to everyone. Dave, he kind of keeps to himself, so he's really stepping outside of his comfort zone by doing these types of things, public speaking even. That's not really Dave's thing, but he's, we all grow when necessary. And then I had an opportunity to grab my camera because I was trying to talk to everyone while this meetup was going on, so I didn't get to do a whole lot of recording because there were a few people doing live streams on the Facebook. There was people live streaming on the YouTube channels. I still don't know how to live stream. Somebody could have taught me how to do that, but it's all good. I got to walk around and get video with some of the people in the crowd last night. I heard it was like 54 people showed up, something like that. My man Mark, he counted twice, I believe he said, and we got about right around 54 people. So that was pretty cool, good turnout. But it was nice just being out there with the people, being able to get face to face, take it from being online on Facebook or in the YouTube comments and actually get face to face with people. Man, it's always cool to have people on the same page with you mentally in your life, and that's important. It just, I don't know, man, you just can't beat it. If you haven't made it to a meetup, I highly encourage you, as always. But throughout the night I just got to meet so many cool people. People that I've already met with. There was my buddy Paul. We met a while ago, Paul, on the plane, and he believed in me before I even had like 1,000 subscribers. We sat down, he's like, you're gonna, dude, that experiment was crazy, so we like sat down and chatted a while ago, and I appreciate Paul, I really do. I got to meet George and Melissa. They were a really, really nice couple. George, he's a friend of mine on Facebook. Melissa, she was so energetic, really, really caring soul. There was Mark in the back. There was my buddy Aaron in the green there. He's doing the van life. We'll probably be in touch soon. And there was Van in the Superman shirt. And Van, this guy, this is a good-looking guy. I'm secure with myself, so I could say he was a good-looking guy. He looked like Clark Kent. I told him that, and he's like, "Well, thank you very much." I was like, "Dude, it's fitting that he was wearing that Superman shirt because he had like a really, really well-defined bone structure." Good guy, man. I hope to bump into Van again at another one of these meetups. There was Angela. I got to sit down with Angela and talk for a little bit, and she lives not too far from here. She said I could come and park on her property if I needed to at some point. I really appreciate that. I get that from a lot of people, and I don't know, man. It's just nice that people are so generous, and I appreciate that a lot. She's a very gentle soul. There was Joe, came up from Portland with my buddy Chris, back here repping Flat Earth Offensive. That was there's Jason, and he was just kind of standing around listening to Mark Sargent. Jason over there in the red and black, my man. Alejandro and Juliana, they were really nice. Alejandro has a firm handshake. And he was like, hey, I'm on the team, whatever you need. I really appreciate it, man. I appreciate everybody. But there was Scott and Joanne. Joanne keeping it flat with me. A lot of people were doing that kind of flat earth salute. It was pretty cool, man. Then there's my buddy Dwayne. He was the one that gave me the coffee mug. I posted a picture of that on Facebook, and he brought a big box of those mugs and gave those away. He rode up the meetup with me, and he's a really good guy. There's my buddy Tony. Tony, he learned about flat Earth through B.O.B. Actually, he was a fan of B.O.B. his music and all that, and he heard about B.O.B. being a flat earther, and he ended up watching that same video that I talk about, Under the Dome. It's that compilation of Mark Sargent's Flat Earth Clues. Man, and then it's like the cool part about the meetup. It's like you get there, and since everybody's on the same page, it's like you're kind of making friends immediately. So it's like a lot of people kind of didn't want to leave. We kind of had to get kicked out of the place. It was fun, but we ended up just kind of going outside, hanging outside in the parking lot. People taking pictures by the van, kind of like a after party. There was Mark and Patricia taking pictures with folks, and there was Nick and Kyle out here. Just having the opportunity to be there, it was really cool. I got the picture with Patricia again. I took a lot of pictures with Patricia. I was excited about that. That was me and Paul, and man, of course there was me and Mark Sargent there, man, keeping it flat. That was the coolest. I'm gonna have to put that on like my screensaver or something, man, because you meet the guy that first talked to you about flat Earth like a couple of years ago. I've been listening to Mark Sargent for years, and then I finally met him last night, and there we are, just keeping it flat, baby. I love that. But the only drawback I can think of from these meetups is that you end up connecting with these folks because you're already on the same page as soon as you walk in. But then my personal issue, and I might not be the only one, I miss my friends, man. It's like you become friends with these people in a short period of time, and I miss my friends. I miss Lisa Hartline. She was kind of sitting at a table by herself for a little bit, trying to act shy. So I had to kind of grab her hand. I'm like, hey, look, I introduced her to Robin and a couple other people, and she was mingling after a little bit. Lisa. There was Nick, my buddy. We actually met up a couple of months ago, just at a mall food court out in Federal Way, and he and Kyle came down from Seattle, met me, and we were just hanging out for a few hours, just relaxing, talking flat Earth and other things. And there was Morgan. Morgan. She parked right next to me, and I came around the van. She's like, "You don't know me, but I know you." I was like, "Hey, come here, give me a hug." I miss Morgan. Yeah, she was really cool, really nice. She stayed really late. We were out there for a long time out in the parking lot, just hanging out. It was about 10 of us still there around like midnight. You know, I miss Carrie. Carrie and I, we sat at the table and we talked about a few things before the meetup got started. She's from Hawaii. She's kind of doing the van life too. She wants to meet up, well, not meet up, but kind of customize her van her own way, because she's kind of an artist and she just wanted a clean slate, so she's working on that. That was my man Clint. I miss Clint. He was a nice guy. We talked a lot at the kind of after party out in the parking lot, you know, for about 20 minutes, just hanging out. Really soft-spoken guy, really nice dude. You know what? I miss Jesse and my man J-Tech. These guys, they shut the party down with me. You know, we were out in the parking lot until like 2 in the morning, just talking about life, man. You know, talking about life, talking about the potential of the movement. You know, what we can do, different projects that we may be working on together. Because you know, I like those guys. They were super cool, and I'd hang out with those guys again for sure. I miss Jesse and J-Tech for real. But that's, I mean, you know, when those guys were gone, I just kind of sat in the parking lot and, you know, for a couple minutes just looked up at the moon. And, you know, I was the last person to leave the parking lot because, you know, I didn't want to drive away thinking that somebody still wanted to hang out with me. So, you know, I just kind of sat there and reflected back, and it was a nice time. But get to these meetups, people. I'm strongly encouraging you to get to these meetups, because when you say the earth is flat at your job or at home or around your friends or whoever, you know, people will treat you a certain way. They'll, you know, kind of run for the hills or start to act different. Some may laugh, some may argue with you, but when you walk into this room with all these people that think the same way that you do, it's a different feeling, because you'll say the earth is flat and the person next to you says, well, yeah, you know, it's totally different. Or better yet, you say the earth is flat and they're like, I know, right? Then you guys high five or give each other a big hug. It's just cool, man. Positivity in the room is always outstanding. It's always a really positive atmosphere, really uplifting. And you know, where else can you walk into a room full of people who are aware of the deceptions of reality, but everywhere you look there's a smiling face, and it's something that matters. So that's cool. That's the coolest part to me, man. Just being in that room and everybody's got a smile on their face. Everybody's happy to be there. So that's the coolest part about these meetups. And meeting, you know, connecting, exchanging phone numbers and all that. That's what this is all about. That's how we're going to build a community. So meetups are very important, you guys. So, you know, that was the highlights from the Seattle meetup. Thanks for hanging out with me, listening to me ramble and all that. But yeah, I miss my friends. I really do. We'll have to do this again soon. Real soon, you guys. I'll see you soon. That's all I got for this video. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Be sure to hit the bell to get notifications when I upload a video. Link up with me and the crew over at Flat Life, or the future of Flat Earth. And as always, be good to each other. Take care and stay flat. I'll see you soon. Thank you.